Well, welcome to the 50th Berkeley High School Jazz Festival. It's great to have you all here. Come on. I'm assuming that means you had a very good day today, is that right? Did you have a good day? Come on. Okay, I'm going to introduce a person right now. We have a lot of things to get through here. And please welcome. It takes a lot of people to put these things on, and this person is a person I work with throughout the year. She's the dean of our professional education division. Please welcome Darla Hanley. Should I get a roll now?
Thanks, Rob, and good evening, everyone, and welcome to our 50th Berkeley High School Jazz Festival. You're going to hear me say that 5-0 a few times tonight. My name is Darla Hanley. Yes, I'm the dean of the Professional Education Division here at Berkeley, but I'm also the co-producer and director of jazz education for our festival. And I am so proud and pleased with everything that happened today. You were amazing. I know I say this every year. It's a pleasure to be part of such a great event, one that recognizes young artists, outstanding music education, and jazz music. To get this night started, we're not going to do anything like that, but this year we're going to begin with a very special tribute and one of the highest academic and artistic recognitions awarded, an honorary doctoral degree. Let's watch, no, we're not going to do that, seriously. We're just not. We are so better than that. Let's watch this video about our recipient.
The city of New Orleans is nearly synonymous with jazz music, thanks in large part to the family dynasties that shaped the sound of the city. And perhaps no family is more synonymous with jazz in New Orleans than the Marsalis family, led by patriarch pianist Ellis Marsalis. Together with his sons Branford, Wynton, Delphio, and Jason, Ellis Marsalis has shaped the careers of countless young musicians and created jazz enthusiasts out of music lovers around the world. After graduating with a degree in music education from Dillard University in New Orleans, Ellis Marsalis joined the Marine Corps, where he performed as a pianist on television and radio as a member of the Corps Four. Following his Marine duty, he decided to pursue a full-time career in music. Marsalis set his sights on modern bebop, joining fellow visionaries Alvin Batiste, Harold Batiste, and Edward Blackwell to form the American Jazz Quintet. In 1974, he became the director of jazz studies at a new performing arts high school, the New Orleans Center for Creative Arts. Besides his own children, Marsalis taught many future jazz superstars at NOCA, including Harry Connick Jr., Donald Harrison, and Terrence Blanchard. Throughout the 80s, while his sons received most of the performing spotlight, Ellis continued to focus on teaching. He briefly left Louisiana to become jazz studies coordinator at Virginia Commonwealth University before coming home to help develop a jazz studies program at the University of New Orleans. 4 of Ellis Marsalis' 6 sons followed in their father's distinguished footsteps. The youngest, Jason, made a name for himself as a drummer, performing with a variety of jazz masters. Delphio is an accomplished trombonist, composer, and producer. Wynton Marsalis is a world-renowned trumpet player and the artistic director of jazz at Lincoln Center. The eldest Marsalis child, saxophonist Branford, has performed with Sting and the Grateful Dead and served as musical director for The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. In the wake of Hurricane Katrina, Branford joined with Habitat for Humanity to create the Musicians Village, a community that provides homes to displaced musicians and their families. At the heart of the village, they opened the Ellis Marsalis Center for Music, a performance, education, and recording space for the community. In 2011, the Marsalis family became the first group to be given the National Endowment for the Arts Jazz Masters Award, in recognition not only for their individual musical excellence, but also of their dedication to music preservation and education.
My daddy was the coolest teacher you ever had. His specialty was dealing with hard-headed kids, because he had so many of them in his house.
The thing about my dad is he is always himself, no matter what the situation is. And when he comes in, what he plays is always honest and pure.
Thanks to Ellis Marsalis and the legacy he passes on to his sons, the musical heritage of New Orleans and jazz will shine on in a new generation of jazz masters.
Please Please welcome to the stage Rob Rose, Berkeley Vice President for Special Programs and High School Jazz Festival producer, and former chair of our Board of Trustees, Jeff Shames.
Thank you. There is a select group of performing and recording artists, educators, and contributors to today's professional music who are recipients of the honorary doctorate degree from Berklee College of Music. These contributions have the enduring qualities that define the musical era in which they played a leading role. Past recipients include forerunners from all different areas and styles of music, and reflect the broad range of interests, talents, and aspirations of our students, faculty, and staff. Duke Ellington, Sarah Vaughan, Count Basie, Oscar Peterson, Jack DeJohnette, Diane Reeves, and Chick Corea, to mention only a few in the jazz world. Tonight, we would like to add one more name to this impressive list, one of America's finest jazz musicians. Please welcome to the stage Ellis L. Marsalis, Jr.
I would like to make this presentation, but before I do, let's acknowledge the members of the Marsalis family in attendance. We welcome Ellis, Mboya, and Jason Marsalis, so please give them a round of applause. Thank you for being with us for this amazing night. National Endowment of the Arts, NEA Jazz Master Ellis Marsalis Jr. is regarded as the premier modern jazz pianist from New Orleans and one of the world's foremost jazz educators. What's more, he is the patriarch of a dynasty of musicians whose talent and fame has inspired many young musicians to pursue jazz. Ellis was born into a city noted for Dixieland and rhythm and blues, and yet he was more interested in bebop sounds of Charlie Parker and Dizzy Gillespie. His first recording was of modern jazz music performed with New Orleans musicians Ed Blackwell, who became Ornette Coleman's drummer, clarinetist Alvin Batiste, bassist Richard Payne, and saxophonist Harold Batiste as the American Jazz Quintet. After earning a BA in music education from Dillard University in 1955, Marsalis continued to play modern jazz with his local colleagues until enlisting in the Marine Corps. There he became a member of the Corps Four, the Marines Jazz Quartet that performed on television and the radio to boost recruiting efforts. After the Marines, he returned to New Orleans with his wife Dolores and their 4 children to work in his father's motel business while gigging and recording around town with the Adderley brothers and trumpeter Al Hurt. In the 1970s, he studied music education at Loyola University, earning a master's degree. In 1974, he became the director of jazz studies at the New Orleans Center for Creative Arts High School. Over the years, he has mentored an abundance of award-winning musicians, including Terrence Blanchard, Harry Connick Jr., Donald Harrison, Greg Tardy, Nicholas Payton, and Brian Blade. His sons, Branford, Winton, Delfeo, and Jason, also attended the center. In all, his students have garnered more than 127 Grammy nominations and 37 Grammys, among countless other awards. Ellis and his sons recorded together for the first time on the CD and DVD release, The Marsalis Family, a Jazz Celebration in 2001. In 2011, Marsalis and his family were awarded the highest honor in jazz, the National Endowment for the Arts Jazz Masters Award, the first group award ever distributed by the NEA. Ellis, who is 83 years old, has recorded a new album, the Ellis Marsalis Quintet Plays the Music of Ellis Marsalis, to be released this spring. In June, he will debut the Ellis Marsalis International Jazz Piano Competition in partnership with Marshall University in Huntington, West Virginia. This will be the world's largest jazz competition with more than $200,000 in cash prizes. Additionally, Ellis is the artistic director of the Huntington International Jazz Festival, featuring performances by the Marsalis Family Quintet, 5-time Grammy winner Arturo O'Farrill and John Batiste. Ellis is also artistic director of the Ellis Marsalis Center for Music in New Orleans, a nonprofit dedicated to providing musical instruments, training, and programs to underserved children and concerts for the community. Ellis, your influence is unending. It is my great honor to bestow upon you Berklee's Honorary Doctor of Music degree. This is a very special high school jazz festival because of the honor we just bestowed on Ellis Marsalis, an American jazz icon, and because it is our 50th golden anniversary festival. That's right, 50 festivals, 5 decades of events to promote jazz music, performance, and celebrate the outstanding teaching, playing, and singing done by those of you in this room. At Berklee, one of our colleagues, Rob Rose, who is just here on stage, has been part of almost every single one of these festivals. Let's watch a video.
It's hard to imagine what Berklee would look like today if it weren't for Rob Rose. He's devoted 50 years of his life to the college as an educator, producer, curriculum developer, innovator, and above all, champion for the students. A lifelong music lover, Rose began studying the saxophone at age 11 and performed in the Milford Area Youth Orchestra run by his teacher, Henry Boots Musali. In high school, he played rock and country gigs with his brothers, one of whom had attended Berklee's summer program. Rose enrolled at Berklee in 1967 as an arranging and composition major, determined to learn as much about a diverse range of music as possible. He studied with iconic professors like Phil Wilson and Herb Pomeroy, and took Berklee's first rock arranging class. After graduation, Rose worked as a jingle writer, but it wasn't long before he was back to teach at Berklee at the urging of legendary faculty member John LaPorta, who would later become Rose's mentor. Armed with the freedom to develop his own courses, Rose took his love of Miles Davis and the Beatles and began mixing jazz with more popular styles. He created the Berklee Jazz Rock Ensemble at a time before the voice department even existed. In 1983, he held the first Singer Showcase, a signature Berklee event that has launched the careers of artists like Paula Cole, Susan Tedeschi, and Layla Hathaway. That same year, Rose became chair of the Performance Studies Department and became even more involved in the college's major events. Together with the Yo Team group of faculty producers, he launched the first concert of country music and the International Folk Music Festival, among others. In 1993, he was promoted to Assistant Vice President for Special Programs and then Vice President in 2012. With special programs, Rose has overseen Berklee's concert operations, video services, and summer programs. He also produces the Berklee High School Jazz Festival, Beantown Jazz Festival, Encore Gala, and Commencement Concert. This year, the Massachusetts Association of Jazz Educators are presenting him with their Lifetime Achievement Award.
Rob says he wakes up every morning, he tries to be the best musician he can be, and he tries to be the best human being he can be. I can't think of a better goal.
Every year that would go by in concert production, different things, there'd always be one little nugget of wisdom or advice that would come out.
If ever I get tired or feel like I'm too busy, I might think about Rob and change my mind about that. He works harder than anybody I know. He's everywhere, he does everything, and he does it all well.
Rob Rose leaves behind an undeniable legacy of dedication, innovation, and excellence at Berklee College of Music. His knowledge and passion for music and performance will live on through the administration, faculty, staff, and students who've had the good fortune to work with him over the last half-century.
Rob Rose, please join me on stage. Producer, educator, musician, leader, colleague, mentor, and friend. Rob Rose, Berklee Vice President for Special Programs and our High School Jazz Festival executive producer, is retiring from the college next month, arriving first as a student and then making his way through the faculty. Behave. So I can make my way. No, there's a part for you. There is a part for you. Making his way from faculty, there really is, from faculty to administrator. Rob has spent most of his adult life here at Berklee, more than 50 years, shaping our institution and creating opportunities like this festival for thousands of musicians. Rob, we thank you for your significant contributions. Your influence on music education, performance, and jazz is greatly appreciated and has in so many ways made Berklee stronger and innovative. To our audience, okay, so there really is a part for you. I ask that you pause with me to think about your experience participating today, and for many of the groups joining us many years in a row, and acknowledge that our High School Jazz Festival is a reflection of our amazing colleague, Rob Rose, and this is your part. Wait, you gotta trust me. I need you to help me to do something right now that isn't possible, to quote Rob Rose, any other place on the planet. I need you to join me in standing and offering 5 wild cheers with applause to honor Rob, 1 cheer for each decade. I will cue you. This is the place where we together can celebrate. We need this place to be rockin' for Rob. Here we go, follow my cues. Come on. And, no, wait, you have to stop, right? So that was 1. But we have to stop or it doesn't make sense. And here we go. You gotta stop. 3. I know you all can follow a conductor. Come on, guys. And here, 4. 5 decades, I want you to make some noise. And we're out. Awesome. Okay, and please be seated. Rob, we hope that our cheering remains in your ears and in your heart forever. We all want to thank you, and in recognition of a career well spent, for vision, for your dedication, compassion, and high standards, your keen ability to identify, recognize, and support musicians, and for always keeping students at the center. We present you with this acknowledgement and token of appreciation for your amazing run at Berklee College of Music. And we wish you a fantastic retirement. Stay here. Rob, please stay. At this point, because there's more, it gives me great pleasure to welcome to the stage Berklee's Associate Vice President for Educational Outreach and Social Entrepreneurship, Crystal Banfield, and Assistant Vice President for Student Financial Services, Todd Oliveri, to make a special announcement.
What a moment. I am speechless. We are all so ever grateful for this human being who stands here before us. I am privileged to be representing a program called Berklee City Music. And we are about to celebrate 25 years. And I have to say, we have also had this opportunity to help so many young people from age 8 years old all the way through 19. And many have gone on to have illustrious careers. And were it not for Rob Rose's support, it would not be here. And so I just want to take this opportunity to acknowledge him by presenting the Rob Rose 5-week scholarship. And the honoree is here. And I am going to ask him to come to the stage. Please welcome Mr. David Asturias. Please give him a big round of applause. He is a City Music student, Boston Arts Academy, and is a fine pianist.
Thank you. I'm very pleased to be here tonight to honor Rob as well. Coming up in the program, we have another scholarship that we have named in honor of Rob. And I just want to thank Rob for all his dedication to Berkeley, and it's been great working with Rob all these years and all the support that we've been able to work and to bring students here to the 5-week program and to the Berkeley High School Jazz Festival. I'm grateful to be part of that, and coming up soon, we're going to be doing one more scholarship.
Thanks. Thank you.
Stay. And now I would invite the High School Jazz Festival Committee to the stage, please.
You're killing me, Nick.
Rob, we know you love memorabilia, and we've shared so many wonderful memories together, so we're going to present you with one more special gift from the committee. This gift is a High School Jazz Festival memory book filled with beautiful images and well-wishes. Thanks for the memories, and we hope you love this present. And this is a group photo. Please welcome back to the stage the Berkeley Concert Jazz Orchestra under the direction of Greg Hopkins.
Thanks for coming tonight, and we're happy to be here. We're going to play some music for you now, and then we're going to present the winner of the Herb Pomeroy Jazz Composition Contest, and then we're going to present the winner of the Jazz Vocal Competition. She's going to sing a tune with the band. So the first tune we're going to play was written by our pianist about a few years ago. He's from Valencia, Spain, and he wrote a tune about his hometown, which is called Mautica. This is by Abe Rabade. Please enjoy Mautica. Thank you. Darvin Ryu on piano. Jake Hirsch. Jake. And the band. And the band.
At this time, I would like to welcome to the stage Bob Sinecrope, past president of the Jazz Education Network, and Diane Downs. The John Laporta Jazz Educator of the Year Award is named after a renowned jazz educator who served as a distinguished faculty member at Berklee College of Music for more than 3 decades. This award is offered in conjunction with the Jazz Education Network organization, was recently presented at their national conference in Dallas, Texas, and beginning a few years ago, we represent the award here at our Berklee High School Jazz Festival. John Laporta was an impressive teacher, colleague, and musician. He played a pivotal role shaping the unique Berklee curriculum, and this award recognizes an outstanding jazz educator who represents the highest standards of teaching and whose results in the classroom have brought distinction to an institution and to students.
Our recipient, Diane Downs, embodies these traits and more. Founder and artistic director of the Louisville Leopard Percussionist, Diane is a highly regarded teacher known for her distinctive, non-traditional, and highly effective teaching methods. A native of Louisville, Kentucky, Diane founded the fabulous Leopard Percussionists in 1993, and in 2003 created the Louisville Leopard Percussionists, a nonprofit community-based group that provides a comprehensive musical experience for children that enriches lives and builds community. Like their director, the Leopards are captivating and musical. They illustrate the joys of performance, teamwork, and creativity each time they take the stage. Diane's work has captured the attention of many music stars and American leaders such as Jimmy Page of Led Zeppelin, Ozzy Osbourne, Ariana Grande, and Coretta Scott King, to mention a few. She is a celebrated educator who has received many prestigious awards for her work, and we are very happy to add one more well-deserved award to this list. I'm confident that John Laporta would be quite pleased to recognize our recipient today, as we are. So, on behalf of Berklee College of Music and the Jazz Education Network, we now present the 2018 John Laporta Jazz Educator of the Year Award to Diane Downs.
The Herb Pomeroy Jazz Composition Contest recognizes writers as a tribute to another Berklee legacy faculty member who was in our community from the 1950s to the 1990s. If the recipients are in the auditorium, I invite you to please come forward. Pomeroy was a world-class educator, composer, arranger, and conductor. He created distinctive courses at Berklee, such as his famous course called Line Writing and course teaching students to write in the style of Duke Ellington. Tonight, we are proud to announce the winners of the 2018 Herb Pomeroy Composition Competition. Second runner-up, Alvy Randall. First runner-up, Matthew Cooperberg. And in first place, Ethan Moffett. Let's hear Ethan's composition played by the Berklee Concert Jazz Orchestra. Ethan, are you present? Here, please come forward.
Thank you. Bastian Reiser on flugelhorn. Nathan C. on soprano sax. Ethan Moffett. Ethan, take a bow. He's there. Thank you, Ethan. And the orchestra. Berklee Concert Jazz Orchestra. And now Darla has another surprise.
The Jazz Singers Showcase is our category for solo vocalists, a category that requires students to submit YouTube videos where they perform a jazz standard. Videos are adjudicated by a panel, and 10 finalists are invited to come to Boston to compete in person. Earlier today, we awarded those vocalists, and so I'm going to ask that they move toward the stage at this time. All of our finalists worked with Deborah Bird, acclaimed vocal coach for The Voice, American Idol. She has worked on Broadway, and I invite Deborah Bird to the stage. The students rehearsed with Ken Zambello from Berklee's ensemble department. Ken, if you are in this room, I invite you to the stage. And they performed arrangements of jazz standards written specifically for us by Uttar Artun. And Uttar, if you are present, please come forward. Those finalists will be announced here, and they will each receive a certificate and stay for a group photo. So all three of you will come to the stage, and we'll do one group photo. So please join me. Yes, fantastic. In third place, receiving a tuition scholarship to attend a Berklee 3-day summer program of his choice, Ryan Peter Murphy. In second place, receiving a tuition scholarship to attend a Berklee 5-day summer program, please help me congratulate Maisie Ryle.
And in first place, this is the first ever Rob Rose Scholarship for the Singer Showcase, and it goes to Georgia Stafford.
In addition to receiving the full tuition scholarship for our Berklee 5-week summer performance program, Georgia Stafford will be our first student performer this evening, performing Uttar Artun's arrangement, one of the competition pieces, Fly Me to the Moon.
Poets often use many words to say a simple thing. It takes thought and time and rhyme to make a poem sing. With music and words I've been playing. For you I have written a song, to be sure that you'll know what I'm saying. I'll translate as I go along. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Da-da-da, fill my heart with song. Thank you.
Thank you, Georgia.
Stafford,
Georgia.
and the Berkeley Concert Jazz Orchestra. Standing ovation. So Rob Rose, I just want to make sure you got all this. A brand new Berkeley City Music Scholarship that's going to an instrumentalist that is called the Rob Rose Award. Saxophone players preferred, all instruments may apply. And a vocalist who is the top vocalist of the Berkeley High School Jazz Singers Showcase category. Second Rob Rose 5-week scholarship. And I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge and welcome the very large contingency of members of the Rob Rose family who are present. So it's fabulous that you are with us tonight. Welcome.